I'm the first episode.
Look at that.
Am I the first episode?
Yeah, you will be.
I'm the first.
You're
Okay,
the premiere.
Cool. Premiere. Okay, we premiering Taylor Rooks. Taylor Rooks with me, the Honcho. Episode 1. The biggest show ever.
I was talking to my producers about you coming in, and I'm like, you know what? I guarantee he's gonna have on at least 2 chains, and they're gonna hit the mic. And you have on how many today?
I got on about 6, but they cool. It's the light kit today.
What's the heavy kit?
Oh, the big 3 Migo chain. I got to take that off as soon as I come off the set, stage, anything.
Yeah, is it like genuinely heavy?
Yeah, it's crazy. I wish I brought it. I'll let you wear it, but I ain't bringing it.
Yeah, I mean, you have that on a lot. I didn't realize it like was physically heavy, like it weighed down your neck.
No, it's a trophy, girl. It's a trophy now.
It is.
It's a trophy.
So one thing that is always apparent to me when I'm around people who have substantially more money than me is there's lingo that I've never heard of. Like I remember, so my favorite song by the Migos is Time For Me, and in it you go, there's 5 watches playing, 3 flood. And I remember I said, do you want us to look?
What's
what?
5?
I said 5 watches playing and 3 flood. I said, what is flood?
5 watches playing, 3 flood. I was just talking about the number of watches I got, which is 8. 5 playing and 3 flooded out.
Okay, but so flooded out.
Yeah,
tell me what that
5
means.
watches playing, 3 flood. 5 plain watches, plain Jane, meaning no ice. And 3 flood, meaning all 3 of them is flooded out with ice. See, this one is flooded. So
okay, so the flooded means it has a bunch of
diamonds. It's
diamonds.
Flooded. It's flooded with diamonds. It's flooded with water. It's flooded with ice. You know.
At one point in your life, didn't have a bunch of money.
Right.
You do have a bunch of money,
Mm-hmm.
and as you continue to grow, like definitions of things change, right? So I'm sure when you were younger, rich meant one thing, but now rich probably means another thing. Like, what does being rich mean to you now?
Back in the day, rich meant like my first $100,000. I felt like I had $1 million.
Yeah.
And today, rich is investments, wealth, you know what I'm saying, stocks, and putting your money up and saving and not buying so much ice.
Yeah.
But I had to get that out the way first and then get to it.
Yeah. So no, you're saying you're not buying ice anymore. That doesn't feel.
I'm still
that doesn't
buying
feel
ice.
true to me.
I like to reward myself.
Yeah.
I feel like jewelry is just something that helps me feel good. It helps me thrive. I like looking down at my wrist, seeing that I came from nothing, or just looking down at my wrist and seeing that it's some diamonds, or it could have been handcuffs coming from the north, you dig? So I just like buying ice.
For the money, like what about the money is success for you now? Like what does that signify?
I just want to keep getting it. I just want to keep getting money. I want to keep having fun. I want to keep my craft sharp. I want to keep my music good. And only sky's the limit. So if I'm on millions, I want to get billions.
Yeah.
You know? So I most definitely got to get a B before I sit down.
I know. It's, people kind of underestimate the difference between $1 million and $1 billion. Like they feel interchangeable,
I mean,
but they're not interchangeable.
Yeah, that's what the strippers kind of say. They be counting to like 1 and 2 o'clock in the afternoon when we come in there. Throw like 10,000.
Yeah.
20,000.
Are you a Magic City guy, a Cheetah guy, honest guy? We talking about the strip club now.
I like allure.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I will say so. Obviously, we are both from Gwinnett County, Georgia.
Yeah. Shout out the north.
Yes, north of Atlanta. So strip clubs are not weird to us.
Nah, it's not. It's not. It's regular. It's regular degular. But you got to go in there and make sure you spend it, show love. You know what I'm saying?
So when you saw Lou Williams leaves the bubble, and at one point during his departure, he was at Magic City.
Shit.
Do you remember that?
I felt them because I used to do crazy shit all type of nights at like just to get a plate of steak tips and yellow rice. You know what I'm saying? That food is crazy there.
Yeah.
Even the lemon pepper wings. But I like the steak tips and the yellow rice. That was my favorite dish.
Because that's the thing. People thought he was lying when he said, no, I go to Magic City to eat.
Yeah. The food is crazy.
Yeah. Strip club food is some of the best food.
Yeah.
So I know he has the lemon pepper Lou wings there. Do you have anything on a menu anywhere in Atlanta?
Oh yeah, I do. I got these cheesesteaks. I mean, these Philly cheesesteak rolls, and like they normally come out big at big days. You know what I'm saying? But when you get them small, they call them the Huncho Minis. So I like them. I like my little cheesesteak, Philly cheesesteaks, nice and small, like little cheesesteak nuggets. So you can just
You gotta eat like
Biting,
that.
busting, beating, bunking, hitting.
I want to talk a little bit more about, athletes in this space. Lou Williams also raps. Have you ever heard any of his music?
Yeah, I heard Lou Will rap. Yeah, for sure.
And one person who is always posting you all's music online is LeBron James. Mm-hmm. How does that happen? Like, how does LeBron become the guy that gets Migos music first? I feel like he gets everyone's music first, but how does that happen?
I feel like it's organic, and then if we're just feeling the vibe, I know he need music just to. Sometimes he need that unreleased music because he in the lab when nobody see it. He in the lab when everybody thinking that he on vacation. So same way with music, we got songs, we got records that in our phone. Well, you might think we doing a show, we got another hit ready to go. So you just got to get them geared up like that on some exclusive time.
Mm-hmm. Because, the joke is he always posted, but everyone's like, okay, is he a music guy? Does he give you good feedback on your music?
Most definitely. I think so, for sure. He told me about that straightening and went and got some straightening. So, like, I'm just like, all right, cool. He know the objective. He get the point. And I feel like with music and sports, I feel like we need that fuel. We, you know what I'm saying? It's both organically, like, married. You know what I'm saying? Like, they wear jewelry. They dress like us to hit before they hit the court. You know what I'm saying? We want to hoop like them. You know what I'm saying? We make basketball references, make bars and everything. I feel like just their lifestyle and our lifestyle go together equally. So I feel like just music and them just go together. So taking their opinion really means something. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
So you send him straightening.
For sure.
He says,
don't nothing get straightening but straightening.
That was the text that just said,
oh, God.
Don't nothing get straightening but straightening.
I swear to God.
And then you said,
it's on.
Yeah. And there was just an understanding of what that meant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I, as someone from the South, heard that lyric and knew exactly what you were trying to say, but people seem to be very confused about don't get none straightening but straightening. And then when people ask you, you say, it means don't not get straight but straightening. And then they're like, well, what does that mean? So I want you to explain what straightening means without using the words don't nothing get straightening but straightening.
Okay. So it's like in basketball, say we lose a game. We got to play them multiple times. The next time you come and you win, you got straightening. It's like get back. It's kind of like not trying to fail. You know what I'm saying? Always straightening out the problem before it become a bigger issue. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So you want to straighten it before bigger things happen. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're like, I can't say it. Like, but yes, it's like you have to.
You want to take care of it. You know what I'm saying? You want to handle it.
I know another person, obviously, who loves your music is Trae Young.
Oh, yeah. My boy Ice.
Yeah. But you all have, I feel like that's one of your best friends.
Yeah.
Like, you guys are really close.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's because he plays in Atlanta. You guys met there. But tell me what it's like just hanging out with Trae.
He good, man. Just cooling. He really just be chilling. He don't like to do too much.
Yeah.
He just be cooling, trying to work.
Yeah. And I feel like Ice Trae the Gang has just become, people now think, that is literally about him.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. Ice Trae the Gang is about my boy now, man. It's converted over to my dog. He in the A. He in the A to stay, and we proud of him. And it's just a good feeling when I see him out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't words can't even explain it. That's just my dog. So whenever he hoop, I be feeling like I'm hooping.
Yeah.
That's it.
Now, you and I both went to a bunch of the Hawks playoffs games. We were very excited. Our team made it to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Finally.
Yes, and we're going to do it again.
Oh, yeah.
I know when the Hawks played the Sixers, you bet some money with, was it Meek or Michael Rubin?
Meek. You can't bet with Michael Rubin.
He's just, that's a billionaire.
No, you can't do that.
So how much did you win?
I won $10,000. No,
Okay.
$20,000. $20,000. Mm-hmm.
What's the most you've bet on any sporting event?
Let me see. Oh, 50,000 with Drake. Georgia game. Georgia, was it Georgia, Oklahoma? I think it was Georgia, Oklahoma, Rose Bowl, and then we came back with Georgia, Alabama, and I lost. We broke even.
Okay.
Yeah, we broke even, but that was a good one.
I also remember hearing that, I guess on tour, you all played, I don't know, it was 1-on-1 or 5-on-5, whatever, but you won that.
Yeah, we played 5-on-5. The whole tour we was supposed to play because the tour was set up like an NBA season. I think it was like 80 dates or something like that. So in every spot we had like a court, but we started out playing the game and it got so intense that we didn't even play no more the whole tour. It got too intense. We all had fun though, but that was the best tour I ever been on. That was the most fun time I had in my life. Like that shit was, you can't even explain it. Like basketball with my dogs, 80 days, hitting the road, playing the best music we played. We all got hits together. We kept coming out on his set, doing other songs and doing all the songs we got. It was just organic. It felt real good.
Yeah. And I know you made one of the half-court shots.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And Drake was supposed to pay you for it, but last I heard he had never paid. Did he end up paying for you making?
Nah, I ain't get straight. I think he did give me $10,000.
Okay.
He did give me $10,000 on that. Yes, he did. He paid me.
You did an interview with Angie, and I remember he was late. He hadn't paid up.
He was
at
like,
that point.
I was on him for a minute, too.
Yeah.
I was on him about my little 10.
All right, so I want to talk about your music. Obviously, Culture 3, huge hit. We were waiting a minute for it to come out. How do you know when it's time to drop an album?
It was way over time for Culture 3. It was just like the pandemic. We was trying to figure out what we wanted to do, and I think we had the album right before it dropped. We was gonna come the anniversary 2020, but then the pandemic hit. That's what kind of like threw everything off. Then we had to like change the records because, you know what I'm saying, like the timing was just crazy because like just speaking the lyrics and the lyrics that you talking about was just so different from what was going on, and all the like Black Lives Matter things start coming up, and it was just like, all right, we got to change it. We got to get right. We got to come back. We got to drop the Juice WRLD record and talk about, you know what I'm saying, real life problems with drugs. We got to come back and drop Vaccine, and we had to like change it up and go Avalanche. We had to put the old school feel with the new school and come in and do our shit on that. It was just like, all right, cool. We got to switch it up and drop this and let the fans know we here to stay, and that we had to like bring it back to like day one Migos Northside shit. You feel what I'm saying? I felt like we had to put all that in one, and then we had a chip on our shoulder. So Culture 3 it was.
There's this like challenge, I guess, of making your album always feel like it's of the time. And that's kind of why you had to wait a little bit for Culture 3 to work. Is that accurate to say?
Right. Not so much a time, but just things was going on. It was just bad, right, for like music. I feel like music wasn't even connecting, you know what I'm saying, in the last year. So when I put like a tweet out, I was like, when we drop, I feel like the world gonna start rotating again, like the summer gonna start opening again, and I feel like that's what it did. So
when it's times like this, I'm sure you are inspired, for lack of a better word, by certain things, right? Mm-hmm. Things move you to write. They inspire what you're talking about in the music. But is it harder or easier to be an artist, right, and write songs in this past year and a half?
Yeah, it's really tough because everything is sensitive right now. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to almost speak your mind. You want to speak for the people too. You know what I'm saying? So it's just you just got to find the right pocket for it. Mm-hmm. I think we haven't did that yet, but I think we gonna get our moment. Mm-hmm. We had a moment. We had a song called "Crushing America," but we didn't put it out.
Why not?
I don't know. I don't know, but it's hard.
What's it about?
It's crushing America.
You like explaining things using the word of the thing you're explaining.
Because I feel like once we say that, it's the picture that you already got to paint.
Yeah.
You automatically just imagine something, but it's about like Takeoff came in and it was going in about just like what's going on in the world, and I came in and sung like some bars and Set came. It's like, it's hard.
Yeah?
I'll play it for you one day.
When will it come out?
I don't know.
There's certain rappers where you feel like they coin certain things. You know, people equate T-Pain and auto-tune. Like they say that is his invention. Mm-hmm. What do you feel like is the thing that the Migos invented?
The triplet flow, for sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the triplet flow. Wasn't nobody doing it before we came, and right now everybody's doing it, and it's a blessing. Yeah.
Explain the triplet flow, just if people don't know exactly what you're talking about.
The triplet flow, the cadence, the flipping and whipping it. You always want me to rap. That's what you want me to do.
It's working.
That's the triplet flow, though. So, like, that's what everybody love to this day.
Yeah, and that's what you like people need to equate with the Migos specifically.
2014, I was the most influential rapper, you know, and ever since then, sky's the limit for me.
Yeah. Talk about why, like, you feel like you were holding that influence specifically at that time.
Just the flow was different. The swag was different. It's just some young rich niggas ready to go.
Mm-hmm. I know David Banner said, I have the quote, I want to make sure I say it right, that he has seen people jack y'all's style, jack the way you rap, then go on TV and act like they didn't rip you all off. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, most definitely. They just don't want to give credit. You don't want to come in saying you know what I'm saying, being new and saying you took somebody's style or saying you got the style, or don't want to say you influenced by too many young people, because you don't know how people will take it. So
yeah,
it's all good.
So, but why do you think that is? Because I know there has been different times where you all have talked about, okay, like, we know this is ours. You know, we began this. Now this person who maybe at the time had a bigger platform is doing it, and people are believing that it is their style. Like, how do you wrestle with kind of that frustration of knowing that that's yours?
Only person that can really pretty much argue about the flow, like who started it or who kind of like pushed the influence, is Migos and Drake, because he came in and got on Versace with us.
Yeah.
And so I feel like that was the first time the world all heard the flow, you know what I'm saying, when it was Migos and Drake on the song. So, and even with that, like even before that, I feel like nobody else did it, nobody else used it. So now when they come out and say different people influence and don't say the Migos, I don't understand how.
Yeah.
Because even the people they naming that influenced them, I know for a fact we influenced them too.
Mm-hmm. Have rappers like come up to you and talked about the influence you've had on their sound?
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
When has that happened?
You just got to keep that to myself, and
yeah.
you know what I'm saying, I don't want to discredit no artist, but they know they know I'm the realest nigga alive.
So when we think about, let's call it the starting five of Atlanta rappers, okay? But you all are one. Like, I'm counting Migos as one of those. What's that starting five for you when it comes to Atlanta rap?
Atlanta rap?
Mm-hmm.
My starting five in Atlanta gotta be Migos, Gucci, 2 Chainz. We got one more?
Yeah, what? Migos, Gucci, 2 Chainz, 2 more.
Okay. It's tough.
There's so many. I mean, because you also have T.I., you have
Future.
You have Andre 3K, or Outkast, if you want to count that
Put
group
Future,
as one too.
Outkast. And
that's 5.
That's 5.
Mm-hmm. One thing I really like about artists is you feel like you know kind of what place they were at in life when certain albums came out. Who do you think you were for the first Culture versus who you were for Culture 3?
I was just young, you know what I'm saying, not just ready to work everywhere, not paying attention to just the business side of music, but like on and just like life, you know what I'm saying? So that's it.
Yeah.
I ain't care about nothing.
I
was just going crazy. I done cussed about 5 times already. Well, yeah, but like I was just going crazy on Culture 1. I was just like on the gas, just ready to go. And now I'm just like real mental about my moves and really think about it. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Is there anything, like, what were the advantages of, kind of that free-flowing style and attitude that you had for Culture 1?
You never know what you get. Like, when you don't give a fuck, it's just like, damn, I didn't even know they was liking that. I was just having fun.
Yeah.
Like, even with Versace, we was having fun. We were having so much fun and laughing and just, like, joking about the song just being too many Versaces, just saying too many Versaces. I was like, oh, my God. But they're like, hell no, record that shit right now. So we recorded it, and it was over with.
Someone said to me once that making it to the top is not the same as making it at the top.
What you mean?
So, going to the top, right? That journey to the top is different than being at the top and staying there. Do you agree that that's true?
Nah.
Okay, tell me why.
Not for me. I just feel like once I'm at the top, I got to stay there, and I do the same thing. I do the same thing going to the top, and I do the same thing at the top. I don't never stop doing. Like, I always record 5, 6 songs a day. Like, after I leave here, I'm finna go record, like 5, 6 more songs. I shoot videos on the go. It's just, like, remaining just consistent, just staying. Like Bron said, like, his older self, he know what he'll do to his younger self because he already, You know what I'm saying? He putting them together. He putting it together mentally and still with that give no fuck mentality. But you just know where to put it.
Yeah. What's something you haven't accomplished musically that you want to accomplish?
I most definitely want to win everything that all the musicians before me won, like Grammys and, you know, just VMAs. I feel like we need some of that, and that's it. And just keep making good music, more platinum records, more number ones.
So I know you produce as well, and I was talking to my friend Gabe, who is somewhere, he's right there, before this interview, just things that he'd want to know about you. And he was like, okay.
Don't see these Gabe questions.
Yeah. This one is Gabe's question. I liked it. I was like, I'm gonna ask him this. Yeah. He said, okay, so if we gave Quavo and the Migos this like old school type beat, and he can put 3 people on it, what beat would you choose? Like as a sample, what beat would you pick, and who would the features be?
All old school?
No, I think new school people. Old school people too. Yes.
Okay. Most definitely be a James Brown beat. Any one of those beats, cause he most definitely had the hip hop sound. And who would I get on it? I did so many songs with so many people. I get Jay-Z on it. I get Jay-Z, Kanye, and Kanye and Drake. Jay-Z, Kanye, and Drake all on one song.
I'm sure that would be an interesting song.
Yep.
For a variety of ways, but I mean, I think if 3 of those people are on a song, I don't really think it could go wrong.
Lose.
The final product wouldn't go wrong. I don't know about the creation of the song, but the final product though.
It'll take a long time to come out, but we can't lose.
It'll take a long time to come out for sure. But what's it sound like? I'm not asking you to rap this time, but just give me what that song sounds like. Because I think it's really interesting that you produce, but I don't feel like you talk about the fact that you produce a lot.
I don't know what it sounds like. If I'm just the producer, I'm gonna just cook the beat, and I just want you to just lay this track. I just want you to just go in. You got to come to the studio. So you don't know a lot about me. You got to.
Yeah, I don't know about the studio. I'm a sports
You
girl.
listen to the music, you just say the words. You got to come and watch the. Have you ever been to like Benny Hunter?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? The bocce bus. You do what I'm saying? They cook it in front of you. So we cook it in front of you. You know what I'm saying? You can watch it. You can watch me cook it in front of you.
Okay.
We got your chicken, your steak, your fried rice, extra egg, no vegetables.
Okay. Stir fry?
Got to cook it like it's stir fry. Then that DJ Darrell gonna make the beat.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So
that's the season.
So you talk about the studio. Tell me the experience of being in the studio with Quavo. I've heard a bunch of things of what it's like to be in the studio with DJ Khaled. I hear it is just luxurious. He does whatever, and it's just a great time. Yeah, studio with Quavo.
No, my studio session is not like that at all.
Okay. I won't come no more. No, I'm just kidding.
It's not like that at all. It's just some good vibes. All of us in there. It's very cloudy, you know.
Okay.
The room is very cloudy.
Do you write better high?
I just said the room is cloudy. I write better.
Do you write better when it's cloudy?
I write better in the sky. Yeah.
Okay.
I write better in the sky, and I just make sure that somebody got some crazy beats, and then I'm just ready to go. Like when you see me, you'll be like, "Damn, that shit crazy," because you really make a song in 25 minutes.
Yeah.
Make a song in like 25 minutes. I only got to do the first hook and the verse. You know, the rest of the boys come in and go crazy.
Yeah.
And vice versa, they do the same.
You were a quarterback in high school. Shout out to Bergmar.
Yep. Shout out to my gang.
How good were you?
I was all right.
Elaborate.
I did broke a couple records. I still hold them a little bit. I had fun, and left-handed, I was good. That was it.
If that was a thing that you picked, right? You're like, what I want to do is play in the NFL or play in the NBA, whichever sport you feel like is your best. Is that something you feel like you could have accomplished? Was your talent there?
Yeah, my talent was there. My mind wasn't. But my talent was there for sure. I could have did it if I wanted to, but that's the only dream that I feel like I didn't my goal, you know what I'm saying, I didn't feel like I didn't get. And I think that's everybody's. But I mastered everything I wanted to do, and I just didn't do that. That's it.
It's so interesting though, because I feel like a lot of rappers are like, I wish, I'm not saying you wish, but they say like, I wish like that was the thing I could do. It's like be in the NBA or be in the NFL. Like what is, and yours is different because you actually played and you were good at those respective sports. But like, what is it about those leagues that you're just like, this would have been so fun?
I don't think people feel like they wish. I just feel like people just think they like could have just went a little bit harder when they was a kid. You know what I'm saying? And you remember them talks when they used to be like, you in 12th grade, you gonna remember this, you gonna want to be back in high school again. And everybody just take that for granted. But just that, I just feel like if you just had this same mentality thinking when you got older, you'll be all right. But I don't want to be in the league. Yeah. I'm okay.
I think being a rapper, I actually have had this conversation like a week ago. I think being a rapper, of all of the famous occupations, would be the best and the most fun, because I don't think rappers can really do whatever they want. You know what I mean? Like there's not, like an athlete, there's some stuff like you cannot do.
Yeah, for sure.
You just have, the world is yours. Do you feel that way? Like you have like, you're not as restricted as really any other profession.
Everybody got responsibilities.
Yeah.
You gotta be responsible. But I do what I want to do. Yeah. Because that's the foundation I built. Yeah. You know? But some people can't do what they want to do. Some rappers can't. Yeah. I do what I want to do, though.
And also, the crazier things you do, I feel like the better the songs are, because you're like rapping about things that have actually occurred at some point. And you're like,
yeah, and it. Yeah, it's crazy.
So as we kind of, wrap this up, one of the reasons I was really excited to have you on, and you have been outstanding, is I don't really know how many times you have been able to just like talk freely about yourself and your music. I've never really seen you do like a long form sit down. And I know that when people are rappers, right, there's Quavo, but there also is like Quavious, and I'm sure they intersect in a bunch of different ways. But what are some things that you feel like have become like your persona that we always see that aren't who you are in private?
I don't know.
You're just always Quavo. That's not true.
I don't know.
Are you maybe as boisterous as we would all think? Are you always happy and having fun? Like what are you like at home?
I got energy.
Always.
I bring the energy always. Yeah, great energy.
Yeah.
That's all I'm here for.
So nothing ever brings you down?
Nope.
Well, that is a very nice way to live. Things bring me down. I'm gonna hit you up next time something brings me down, and maybe you'll give me some energy.
If stuff bring you down, get off the ground. I'm gonna have a nice little line for you. You're gonna be like, when I get down, I'm gonna get off the ground. I ain't got time to be messing around.
Yeah, I've never had and I'm not.
You know what I'm saying? When I'm feeling down, don't look down. You don't got time to be messing around.
Keep going.
Don't be a clown.
What else rhymes?
Look around.
Okay.
Check your surrounds.
Yes. No, and I am not saying I want this. This is kind of like a nightmare of mine. I've never had like a name drop. Not that. I've never had like a name drop in anything. I had a name drop in a movie once, but never a rap song. And I'm like, I just feel like that's wouldn't be great.
Okay. I got you.
But no, this was amazing. Thank you for your time. Also, Quavo the actor. I'm excited to see that movie whenever.
Oh yeah.
Whenever it comes
you ain't
out.
talk about none of the acting.
Yeah,
stuff.
You want to plug it? Tell me about Quavo the actor.
De Niro, Huncho, John Malkovich. You know what I'm saying? It's a movie called Watch Me in the River, and I'm excited. It's one of my first, movies, like an action drama.
Yeah.
It's gonna take you through a roller coaster. You're gonna be sad. You're gonna be crying. Then you're gonna see me.
Yeah. Is it a pretty big role?
Yes, it's a big role. My boy Coyote, I'm Coyote.
How hard is it to memorize the lines, or did it come easy to you?
I was there for like a month. I think we was shooting in Puerto Rico, and I just made sure I was just trying to like be organic as possible, cause they wouldn't tell you when you kind of like mess up, and I thought that was like a bad thing. Yeah. So I was like, they're not telling me what I was doing. They're not telling me. It's like, that mean you're doing something good, because if you messing up, they'll do 1,000 takes till they get it right. So I was just go in like twice or 3 times and then just be done for the day. And then they were telling me I was killing it.
That's great. So
when I see the movie, I'm going to hopefully kill it.
Yeah. So I don't know how this works. Will you get to see at least some type of cut of it before?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I seen cuts.
Did you love it?
I got chills.
Oh my gosh.
I did a good job.
Wait, okay, so do we know when does this come out?
I don't know when the date. I don't want to be wrong, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, you worked with Robert De Niro on a movie. That's like
that's
pretty.
Big.
No, that's huge.
Big. That's huge. I had to tell my mama that one.
Yeah. What'd she say?
She went crazy. Damn, boy. She went crazy.
Do you like hit anyone up for acting tips, or you were just like, I'm gonna go in there and do this and see what they tell me?
No, I just pay attention to like Rob De Niro. I paid attention to Jack Houston. I was just watching them to watch how serious they get right before the camera. You know what I'm saying? Right before they say action, how they like just try to channel something. And I was just kind of putting that together and just trying to just calm down and get, you know what I'm saying, get the butterflies out and just watch people in front of me. I'm pretty good with that.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, okay, I'm gonna be watching. So actor, rapper, producer. Is there a fourth thing we have to add to this in 5 years?
No, you gotta add my athletic.
Oh yes.
I'm an athlete, but I'm just not an elite.
Yes, athlete. So is there a fifth thing?
You don't gotta be an elite to be an athlete, right?
Totally agree.
Okay, cool.
Is there a fifth thing we're gonna add to this in 5 years?
A fifth thing? In 5 years?
Yep.
Shit, billionaire.
Billionaire, we're speaking it.
Yeah.
Gotta add that B.
For sure.
No, thank you. This was so much fun. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.